What do we have in here? This is a big day. This is the day, the last piece of the puzzle for my barn at-home archery shop gets finally put together. This is Last Chance Archery Easy Green Press. Arguably the most popular bow press on the market right now for at-home and shop, archery shop owners. It is a fantastic tool needed for people who want to do their own work on their own bows at home. So I've been doing this for about 6 years now. I've been in the hunting space for about 6 years now. I've been slowly learning things over time, and I feel I'm at the point now where, through the assistance of other friends of mine and YouTube, I can figure this out. I can do this on my own. I don't need to go to a pro shop. Now, I'm not saying don't go to your pro shops, and this is not a video that should be looked at as me bashing pro shops, because I'm definitely not doing that. I will say some shops are better than others, so find one that you like. But if you reach the point where you feel that you can actually do a lot of this stuff at home, this is the route to go. So we're going to open this box and see what's in here and go over it, and we're going to install it on this end of the table. Very important point is that you need to have a steady level surface when you're installing this stuff, because if your press isn't level, then your bow isn't level, and then all the work you're doing on it isn't level, and it's not going to work. So this barn floor is not level. This table is obviously not 100% level because it's sitting on an uneven floor. So I've made some adjustments to make it level. This side is level. We're good to go. So we're going to set this up today. All right, so inside the box, the Last Chance Archery has a lot of different models of this press. They also have a number of different accessories and features that you can add on to the press. I got the Easy Green press, which is their probably most popular model. They do have a pack and go Easy Green, which is more detachable. You don't have to screw it down to a table. You can clamp it on to like the side of your truck, and you can take it with you. They also have their standard size press, which is a brown color, and then they've got powered presses where you can use a foot pedal to press and depress the bow. This one has a crank handle. The brown standard size has a wheel. There's lots of different things. Also, there's fingers that you attach onto the sides to press the limbs of the bow. If you're using a Matthews bow, you have to get special fingers for the Matthews bows, because there's an actual point on the outside of the on the top parts of the limbs that those fingers stick into to press, which is different than the other bows that actually hug the outside of the limb. So make sure if you're doing Matthews bows specifically, you get those fingers. They also have a drawboard, which is what I believe is in this box. That's what I also got, that attaches onto the press to help check your cam timing. Fingers are going to be in here. Warning instruction manual. I also bought the archer's mat, which is really cool. We're going to go over that in a second. And here is the press. Voila. There we go. Nice and heavy. Very sturdy. I love the green. Made in the US. It's a veteran-owned company. The products are made in the US, which is nice. It's very sturdy. Turn the crank to move it in and out, and it's also got a measuring tape here on the side, which is cool. So we'll get that set up. Let's open up the other boxes here. And again, I've never claimed to be an expert in this. I never will. You're learning with me. There are some things I have learned along the way, but again, a lot of this stuff I'm going to be learning as I go, and that's just a great thing to do. You want to get better at something, you gotta learn and figure it out and find the right information. There's a lot of wrong information on YouTube, a lot of bad content out there. You really need to seek out and find the stuff that you can rely on that is going to benefit you and be the right information. So here are the fingers. There's 5 fingers in here. So fingers, attachment screws for the press into the table. Again, the drawboard attaches onto the outside pieces here, and you crank it to get the bow out to full draw, so you can take a look at the markers on the cams that will show you if they're in properly in time or not. And if they're not, then you have to make adjustments with the cables to get them back in time. The drawboard. Alright, so let's flip this around. We're going to set it up over here. I've got all these pieces installed. Get this thing going. So in here, this is a cool thing. I first saw this when I was getting my Prime strings, my new strings put on my Prime. The archery shop that I went to, Elwood Epps in Ontario, here they had one on the table, and I just thought it was a really cool design, really awesome information on there. Kind of the kind of things that you don't necessarily always think about, especially if you're maybe working at home, not working in a shop where you're working on multiple bows every single day. It might be good if you just need a refresher or you want to look down and remind yourself. They've added some things on here which are really cool. So this is the archer's mat. It's got a nice rubber backing to it, so it's not going to slip and slide on your table. It's got measuring kinetic energy equations. It's got your standard bolt sizes for stabilizer threading, quick connect bolts, rest mounting bolt sizes, sight mounting screw sizes, how to install an arrow wrap. It's got an FOC overview talking about how to measure your FOC, your front of center. It's got paper tuning problems you may encounter: tail low, tail high, tail left, tail right, a combination, and what to do to fix it. Common knots you're going to tie, like D-loops and other things on the string. Serving tie, soft knock tying, measuring your FOC percentage. That might be good to know. And then at the bottom has got a measuring tape, so that's pretty cool. The archer's mat measures 30 by 14. It's $39 US, about $54 Canadian. So the Easy Green press can press bows from the 25 to 48 inch axle range. It is got this nice green powder coated finish, which is nice. It also has the patented finger system, like we just talked about, and will cost about $425 US, which is about $585 Canadian. So the first thing we want to do is have a level surface, which we've already done. You're going to want to get your press to a point where you have some good distance off of your table, so that obviously the bow is not going to be bumping into here. Once you've found that place that you're happy with, take a Sharpie or something to mark your spots. It's also a good idea to drill pilot holes so that your screws don't strip the wood on your table. So now we've got the press right on the table. It's not going anywhere. We're going to put on the fingers. To install the fingers, we've got this screw here that you tighten down the screw here on the end that you tighten down to adjust the pitch angle. So all you're going to do is these metal tabs here, you just hold them down and you slide your finger on and let go, and that makes that attach. And do the other side. Just like that. So as you can see, you can adjust those with these screws to match up. Make sure that you're at the right height, and then we're going to do the other side. Roll the tab down, slide it in. It's that simple. I'm just going to level them in the middle for now and adjust as we go, but that's it. Now you're ready to press your first bow. Okay, so for the drawboard, we're going to take these knobby things out on the end here. They're just plastic. Pry those knobby stoppers off. These pieces have got like a soft felt here. They just slide in and inside here. Just like so. And then the drawboard piece, same thing. Slides in. Just like so. And there you go. And then the way the drawboard works is you just turn this out, this crank, this wheel's out. And got a hook that goes on the D-loop, and then you've got this safety loop that goes around in case your D-loop breaks. It's going to catch and not have a problem. And then you draw it in from there. So I'll give you an example. I've got my daughter's bow here that I'm going to actually be working on. Got to put a new peep sight in for her. So I got my daughter's bow here. This is a Diamond Infinite Edge Pro. She has grown up a fair bit and needs this adjusted. So again, the press will take bows 25 to 48 inch axle, so this will definitely fit. I'm going to be adjusting her peep sight to a different peep, or to a different point on the string, and make sure this fits her. So I'll just show you how to press the bow. I'm going to go and extend it, turn the crank. So as I crank it, slide comes out. So you can see, you gotta get the fingers lined up. These two knobs are gonna hug over the side here. Same on this end, and then we're just gonna start pressing the bow. Make sure they're lined up, go slow. Actually, with this bow being a single limb, you're gonna wanna tighten these in closer. There we go. Crank it in. So we start pressing the bow. Now the string's loose. I can fix the peep sight. If we need to put a fiddle with the cables, we can do that. There you go. And then just to put it back, you're going to want to hold the string tension. Start pressing it back. Make sure everything's going in the right spot because you don't want it to blow up on you. And then you're done, like that. It goes back together. So use the drawboard and check the cam timing. I've got my daughter's bow here. I'm going to be doing some work on this. Just put the elastic around the end here. Try and get this set so that it's level and not right deep in the crease there. Attach the hook onto the D-loop. Get your safety loop around the string onto the hook. That way if the D-loop breaks, you're not going to have a catastrophe on your hands. And then just start turning the crank. nice and slow. Watch your draw stops. These are cable stops, so we're going to come around till we hit the cable. What? Watching the top and the bottom. There. Got both cable stops touching. Now you can check your cam timing if you need to adjust anything there. And then just slowly go back the way you came. Just like so. Take off your loop, take off your hook. I'm just going to store this. Instead of going in and out all the time, I think I'm just going to hang this on the handle like that. Alright, so that is your look at the Last Chance Archery Easy Green Press. I'm really excited to have this fixed to the table now. I can start working on my bow, I can work on my kids' bows, I can work on my friends' bows, get things set up, D-loop tie-ins, you know, bow setups, everything else. I do have an Elite Ethos that is in transit. That's currently being made at the factory. It's going to be coming to me, and I will be doing a bow build right here for you to see. We also took a look at the archer's mat, just another cool thing to have in your home shop. It's a nice place to roll wraps. It's got a nice surface. It's not going to slip and slide anywhere. And it's got some cool facts on here that might be nice to know from time to time as you're working on your own bow. Some other items to think about when you're setting up a home shop are these D-loop pliers. I grabbed these. These are Easton D-loop pliers. Really any set of pliers will do. These are great because they have some features on them, a little hook on the front for wrapping your, when you tie your first knot of your D-loop, cranking on the string, you tie your other set, and then you slide these in and squeeze, and that's how you stretch it out. Just a cool thing to have. Another thing are silver or gold Sharpies for marking up your nocking points. I also picked up some BCY knock point thread. The BCY knock point thread is great for tying in your knock sets before you put on your D-loop. It's also great for tying in your peep sight, which is great. I also picked up some D-loop cord, D-loop material. Got about 10 feet of it, which is plenty. You only need about 4.5 inches each time, depending on what kind of length you want. And of course, the last piece of the puzzle that I'm going to install is going to be my bow vise. I was looking at other bow vices. Last Chance Archery has a bow vise. There's other vices on the market. There's the Baker vise, there's the OMP vise. There's lots of different vices to choose from. I've decided to go with this particular one, which is a cheaper version, just to see how it's going to hold up. If it ends up breaking on me, then I'll replace it with a more expensive one. But it was hard for me to justify buying something that I'm probably only going to be using a handful of times throughout the year for holding the bow upright. Most of the stuff you can do right here on your press. So that's that. So we're going to fix that to the table, and then we'll be good to go. So if you like this video, hit like and subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos like this. A lot more stuff coming this year, a lot more products hitting the table. We're going to do the Elite Ethos bow build, all the accessories I bought for that, so that's coming up. Stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe, because there's going to be a lot of stuff that you're going to want to get notified about. Hit that bell for notifications. More information on Last Chance Archery and all of their products. They do have a number of things that you can choose from, a number of things that you can buy, a lot of different presses, press accessories. They've got scales, they've got draw weight measurement tools, they've got all different kinds of things on there. They've got a draw weight, handheld draw weight scale that you pull back and it shows you your draw weight and your holding weight, which is really cool. Lots of different accessories that they sell, as well as vices and other things, and different finger sets and things of that nature. So check them out at lastchancearchery.com. And again, if you like this video, hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.